Hey everybody, it's Aiden. This video, I'm gonna start out by asking a question. If your dad or your mom had given you an outfit, let's say they were like bell-bottom jeans and a shirt that was definitely not your color, would you continue to wear that or would you wear something else? Would you go out and buy another outfit? See, the thing is, being trans is like being in the wrong outfit all the time. I had a buddy of mine rant on Facebook uh, about how she was at the bar and she's trans. She's transitioning from male to female, and somebody came up to her, some woman, and asked if she was a woman or a man. You know, it's really, really hard to try not to lose your temper, especially in public. I get, all the time, she and whatnot, and, I check it up to, okay, well, I'm not that far along on my transition or through my transition, and I haven't been on hormones that long, so I can't sit here and I'm not gonna do the embarrassing, well, actually, I'm a man, and then them look at me like, wait, what? And just have them be awkward and me be awkward, and that awkward silence come. So, who are you to come up to someone and ask them what gender they are? You have to have some kind of ignorance. I don't understand how you're that uneducated enough to come up to someone, have enough balls to go up to someone and ask them who they are. Is it any of your business? Is her shaking her thing and doing it probably 30 times better than what you could ever do bothering you? I mean, because you're obviously sitting there looking around, not even having a good time. You're miserable with your own life, that you're going to sit there and stare at someone and really go up to them and ask them what their gender is? I mean, how low can you really be? I mean, I'm still at an awe at this whole thing. I give her so many credits because transitioning from a man to a woman I just feel like it's so much harder to do. To feminize your body is so hard. I couldn't imagine doing something like that. I give her total credits, and everyone thinks that going from a woman to a man and a man to a woman is similar, and it's really not. And I just, there's so many ignorant people out there, and it gets me going as well. I'll be at a restaurant or somewhere, and someone will call me she, or what do you ladies want to do? The fuck? My voice has dropped 3 fucking octaves. I am already growing facial hair, and you're still gonna say that I'm a fucking girl? Like, it pisses me off. But you sit there and you take it, and you're like, yeah, well, I'd like, water with lemon. Or whatever the hell you're getting. But if you don't know their gender, and if you really, just, there's so much going on in this world, and, there's simple ways to avoid it by just saying, what would you like to drink? Not, and for you, ma'am, no, I'd like to, fuck, I'd like to fucking punch you in the goddamn face. No. Jesus, man, my voice is dropped, and you're still gonna sit there and question my fucking gender, really? It frustrates you. And any transgender will tell you that. It'll frustrate you to the end until you're fucking probably 1 year on fucking T. Yeah. You get that and you're like, really? You really can still tell? So, my little rant, I guess, is there's ways to avoid it. And seriously, you don't go up and ask someone their gender at all. And it doesn't matter if you know them or you don't. If you ask someone around them, they don't have to tell you. Like, I feel for this woman, and she truly is amazing, and for someone to just go up and disrespect her like that is just unbelievable. And to disrespect any transgender is just ridiculous. Would you, like I said, would you wear something that made you feel uncomfortable? Would you wear clothing that made you feel uncomfortable? No. Well, to us, our skin is our clothing. I'm a very spiritual person, and I truly believe that, our souls know what we are. And, I really believe that, in the Bible, when it says that God will come down and not everything will leave us except for our clothing. I really believe that our skin is just our clothing. And I believe that, just because I got this outfit doesn't mean that defines who I am. And just because I don't want to wear this outfit and I'm changing my outfit a little bit doesn't mean that I hate who I am, that I hate who God has made me, because my soul is absolutely amazing. Anyone who knows me knows that I have a huge heart, and that I would give the shirt off my back for someone. I would lay down my life for someone. For someone to judge someone on their gender or the clothes that they have on their back or anything like that is just horrible. And there's so many trans that commit suicide every day because someone who's ignorant and uneducated, and I mean that as ignorant, uneducated, goes up and disrespects someone like that. There's so many people who take their life because you simply couldn't just leave it alone. You had to make them feel awkward. You had to make them feel unwanted and point it out. And I'm so glad that I have that mindset and the drive to know that just because I'm different doesn't mean that I'm any less important than you are. Just because that I was born in the wrong outfit doesn't mean that I'm any less of a person than you. It just means that I'm 30 times stronger and I can overcome more than what you can, since you have to go and make someone feel so low about themselves. And the fact that you were so miserable with your life that you had to make someone else feel bad or try to make them feel bad, I feel bad for you. I hope that throughout my videos, if anybody feels the need to rant or the need to, commit suicide or hurt themselves in any way, to get a hold of someone, because it's not worth it. I have been so low at my points that I've wanted to commit suicide. I've wanted to just end my life because I'm not comfortable. And you know what? That mindset that I have, that drive that I have, just pushed me forward and said, no. Why would I cave in to people who are ignorant to me? Why would I cave in to people who are that miserable with themselves that they can't be happy with who I am? And it's pretty bad when the people that are so close to you are the ones that push you away. But there's such a huge group out there that are willing to talk to you and just help you push through it. And I know that taking this first couple of steps, admitting who you are and coming out as who you are, is the hardest. And there's so many groups out there that you can join. I know on Instagram there's a lot, and I know even on Facebook there's a few. I hope that you can find the group and the support that you need, whether it be from your friends or from your family. Just know that family isn't all blood. I have a huge family out there that isn't blood. My stepmother and her family are one of my biggest supporters, and my fiance and her family are my other biggest supporters. And you know what? I have very few family that are blood that actually support me. And you know what? I'm completely content with all my friends and all of the family that I have that aren't blood who support me 100%. And I hope that you can find that support group and push on through one more day and know that when you break out of your shell and you turn into the butterfly that you should be, I hope you feel as beautiful as your soul. And I hope this video really, really gets out to people, and really I hope and that I can change one person's life and stop them from doing something that they don't want to do. You know, it's horrible that people out there in this world are so ignorant and so rude and hateful that they're gonna put you down. Just be who you are, and know that there are people out there who do support you, and you're not alone in any situation. And just because that one rude person said one bad thing about you doesn't mean that you're a bad person, and doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. You know, I do go to church, and I am religious, but I would never push my religion on anyone, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I believe everything that the Bible says, because I believe that God will accept anybody, and as long as your soul is pure and your soul is good, that he will accept you no matter what. And even if you're not religious, I hope that you find this group that'll really, really help you and just become who you are. I mean, there are some rude people out there, and you will get comments that that just push you down to the floor and make you feel like you're lower than dirt. And you just have to have this mindset and this group that'll push you together and be like, yeah, you know what, that person said that to me, and you know what I said? Fuck you. I said fuck you, because you know what? I'm happy with my life, and I'm happy with who I am. And just because you're miserable in your life doesn't mean you have to make everyone else miserable. So, with all of that being said, if anybody needs to talk, I'm always here, whether it be me or any other transgender, or if you're just depressed because maybe you think that you're overweight, or maybe you think that you need to gain weight, or whatever it be, just know that there are people out here ready to listen to you, and no matter what, that there's always a support group. Don't feel like you're alone, because you're not. You're always loved by someone, and suicide is not the answer. There's so many people out there that care about you, and that are willing to open up their arms to you, and just love you with everything and everything that you are. I don't want you to feel like you're alone. So, like, share, subscribe, and if anybody knows of anyone who is depressed, please don't take it lightly. It's a very serious thing. But yeah.